Hacker-Pschorr, Munchner, hell.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Ben's Box and Booze Reviews. I have got one from the legendary Hacker-Pschorr Brewery. Now I thought I'd reviewed this. No, I've reviewed it twice. That's a lie. I reviewed it twice. First time I deleted the video. Second time I forgot to press record and none of them came out. So this will be, hopefully, third time lucky. And a subscriber reminded me, said, why haven't you reviewed it? And I thought I had, but obviously I hadn't. Our memory's playing up again. But I can honestly say that I enjoyed the two times I reviewed this beer, because this is a fantastic one. And I have just reviewed Snakebite. Do you remember that old shit? Half a lager and half a cider. It's disgusting. I don't know how I drank that in the 80s. I feel violated now, you know, it's just a fucking sugar fest. It is not good at all. And I even put some blackcurrant in and made it worse. My missus is drinking it now. She's welcome to it and all, because I am not going to be fucking touching that shit ever again. The 80s can stay in the 80s. Anyone that tells you the 80s were good, they were fucking horrible times. They were violent. I was always skint. Everyone was skint. Nobody had anything. There was fucking all sorts of shit. You had Margaret Thatcher fucking killing the working classes, and yeah, you know, all these, oh, let's revisit the 80s, oh, the fucking wonderful 80s. Fuck off. The only thing the 80s had going for it was the music, and I don't mean fucking Duran Duran either. Anyway, let's calm down before we review this, and I want to get this beer inside me as quickly as possible, because I've got the fucking taste of that snake bite on there, on my mouth, and it's, honestly, you'll probably see this video before you see the snakebite video, but my advice to you is don't try snakebite unless you like really sweet shit. Anyway, let's get on to this. Hacker-Pschorr. Hacker-Pschorr Munchner Hell. It's a lager, a very good lager from the Hacker-Pschorr Brewery, one of the 6 breweries based in Munich that serve up beer for the Oktoberfest. In fact, these were the original ones. They were formed in 1417. Well, actually, that's a lie. Let's reverse. They weren't formed in 1417. They were formed in 1972. They were a merger of 2 breweries, but the Hacker Brewery was formed in 1417. I think his name was Joseph Hacker, and he brewed beer since then. And he was contracted or commissioned to brew beer by Ludwig I of Bavaria for his wedding. And as anyone knows who's been to the Oktoberfest, that's basically what the Oktoberfest is commemorating. It's the wedding of Ludwig I of Bavaria, and they were the ones that brewed the beer for it. And of course, that's been celebrated ever since, etc., etc. They were formed nearly 100 years before the Reinheitsgebot. So yeah, was it? 99 years. Yeah, 99 years before the Reinheitsgebot. So obviously they're on board with that. They're from Bavaria, so they've got all the makings of a very, very good beer. And I'm not going to lie to you, I've tasted this before twice, and yeah, it's going to be revisiting an old friend. So let's stop gassing and let's get this into the glass. Right, quickly before I do, I'm just going to give you a little bit about the beer. Usual caper, half litre bottle, 5%. It's got the Bavarian geographical protected EU status on the side, so you know you're getting a product of Bavaria. Yeah, it's got Reinheitsgebot written all over it. Ingredients are as you would expect. A lot of it's in German, can't read it. These are part of the Paulaner group, or to give them their proper name, the Bräu Holding International. They own quite a lot of breweries, so they're a German brewing conglomerate, but they've got some really good breweries underneath them, in Paulaner as well, you know, so yeah, they know what they're doing. And that is about it really. It's got the flip top bottle, usual caper with Hacker-Pschorr. I've tried a few of the Hacker-Pschorr stuff. I've tried the Keller beer, the Doppelbock, the Munchner Gold. There's a few others kicking about there. I'm determined to work my way through all of their beers because they are fantastic. I tried the Weiss beer as well. I think the Weiss beer is their flagship beer. It is fucking brilliant. Let's get this open. Wow, that's the first one that's made a proper plopping sound. Plopping sound. I know, I'm 5-year-old kids kicking in there again. Yeah, let's get it into the glass and check out the aroma. I've done this all before, but I'll do it again for you lovely people. Lovely, absolutely gorgeous. There is lovely hallertau aromas, earth, and a little touch of spice on there. The earthy and the spicy. You can't beat that in a German beer. And you're getting the lovely sweet malt coming through as well. It's a great lager, this is. It really is one of the best. And have I screwed that up? No, I haven't. I'm gonna leave it at that. There's a little bit left in there, but there's no sediment. This has all been filtered, so I'm not missing out on anything. There it is in the glass, lovely golden straw colour. I'm drinking it out of a Weiss beer glass, so it's got a 3-finger head, but dissipated a little bit, so I can get the rest of it in there now. I'm absolutely gasping for this. I'm gutted because I was supposed to do a ride out this evening down to Herne Bay and sit by the seaside and watch the world go by in a lovely weather, but it started fucking raining and it's ruined my plans, so I've decided to drink a few beers instead. There it is in the glass. Let's get it down the hatch. Zum Wohl, as they say in Germany. Oh, it's lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really nice. First thing that really hits you is them earthy notes from the hops. From them lovely German noble hops. That's what you're getting. Not like the Paulaner, it hasn't got the super sweet malts and the huge biscuit malt finish on the end of it. This is a toned down version of it. But the mouthfeel is so light, it is absolutely amazing stuff. See that carbonation? Looks like medium carbonation, doesn't it? That does not translate to the mouthfeel at all. That is super smooth, dangerously drinkable. And believe me, when you've had that fucking snakebite shit down your throat, this is like Claudia Schiffer's love juice. Whatever the fuck that tastes like. But it's amazing stuff. Really is good. Oh, it's amazing. The mouthfeel really stands out as being nice and smooth. Then you're getting big, earthy German hops, German noble hops. I'm pretty sure they're the Hallertau hops that they'd be using. Hallertau is quite abundant in Bavaria. And then you're getting biscuity type malt on the end, but not as big as Paulaner, not as sweet. But all in all, it really is good. I have to say, I don't think it is good as the Augustiner. That is the benchmark for me. I will always measure German beer or German lager, especially this stuff, the Bavarian stuff. That for me is the benchmark, and this doesn't have that lovely Moorish biscuit malt finish on the end of it. What it lacks in that, it makes up for in lovely German noble hop earthiness. And of course, the mouthfeel is absolutely superb. Oh, it's amazing. It's lovely. It's one of them ones that, you know, you could get a few bottles of these, leave them in the fridge, and on a day like this, I mean, it has been up in the 90s all day. And it's only just now the weather's broke a little bit and there's a storm. That's what's paid to me riding down to Herne Bay tonight. But on a day like this, this is the super refreshing lager you would expect from Germany. And little tip, it gets rid of the taste of fucking horrible snakebite. It gets rid of the taste of the 1980s out your mouth and all. Yeah, so all in all, this is a fucking winner. So what's the verdict? Yeah, I wouldn't have expected anything less. And I've, you know, this isn't new to me. I've tried this twice before, and you know, for whatever reason the review hasn't gone up. But I remember my reaction being the same. The two other times I reviewed it, you know, just full of flavour, superb mouthfeel, absolutely top drawer in the refreshment stakes. And to be honest, I really can't find fault with it. So it's going to get a 10 out of 10. Should I give it a 9.5 because the Augustiner is better? I think I'd be very cruel if I did. I wouldn't want people not to try this because what the Augustiner has got in malt, this has got in the hops. And it's lovely. I love it. So fuck it, let's get in a 10 out of 10. I urge you to try some of this. But try, I'll tell you what you should do, or maybe even I might do it as well, is compare the two. And with the Paulaner, maybe compare the three, you know, and have a battle of the Bavarian Helles. That'd be a good one to do actually. I might get onto that. So yeah, 10 out of 10, recommended. And remember, just like this, beer is working class champagne.